Hey everybody, Roxy Lady here. After taking some time and thinking about things, I really know that I am supposed to be a support system for the MS community. I have a voice that people listen to. Some of the times, not all the times. But I think maybe this reaches people better than a podcast because they get to see my crazy a little bit, but also I emote and I mean it. Everything I say, I mean. My heart is open. And I'm always open to learn. But I talked a little about MS heat and how it really, heat really does a number on us on my last podcast. It really genuinely disables some people. And it's not, I want to say it's the same for everyone, but it's not. And it sucks too. I wish I was one of those superstars that don't have to worry about those things. And I was joking about my cooling vest and things like that, but I'm very lucky. I have more abilities than some, and I can speak better than some, and I said it on my last podcast. If I have no gift, I can communicate. And it is a hard disease. It is a slow burn of a disease, and it hurts your feelings every time. You have a moment where something kind of flips when you think you have an understanding of what your disease is going to do, and then you have to learn from that crap. And I don't think that's fair sometimes, but it's true. I feel so lucky that I know what I know. I think some people get a little upset and a lot angry because of where their life is going, and I don't blame them because it is a rotten disease, but a lot of diseases are. But it's our job to use our minds and our hearts to do what we need to do, protect ourselves and the people around us. We don't want to take any prisoners. I mean, sometimes I like it. But I think that human beings are so flawed, but they're also so lovable depending on the person. And I noticed that recently I've had a lot more craziness. Like I had an infusion lined up, and I'm going to go to it for my ocrelizumab, which is great. But what happens is I thought that for sure that they were going to try to put me on Rituxan because this hospital I'm going to really would rather do a cheaper drug. So I fought with the fire of 1,000 suns until they listened. And I try my best to be my own advocate, and it's hard sometimes. But okay, I did that, and so now I'm going to have this infusion, but I want to explain. Since I got my mind kind of in the right place, normally when I get to the point where I'm starting to get closer to my infusion, I feel a deficit in my body. I feel suffering in my body because it's used to, it's used to sucking. And then when the medicine wears off and it's not doing its job as much, you do feel it leave your body. But right now I am having the best moment. Usually it's bad, but right now I'm fighting through it. I'm climbing stairs. I'm using my walker instead of my chair because I know I have to use it so I don't lose it. But also, I found that the more encouraging I do, the more it builds me up. And I think MS is a motherfricker, but I think it's our job to take control of it and do the best we can. And I see people. I have this lady that I've spoken to over the years, and she actually had a thing, a radio station thing called MSME. Her name is Erica, and she's a superstar. She struggles with MS and then other conditions, and I've talked about it before, probably in my other podcasts, but she is a superstar. She made up her mind how she was going to live, and she does it. She takes care of her kids. She does the job, and I think it's having a moment right now where it's not working out like it used to, but she's a fighter, and she has heart. And I want to be that fighter. I want to have the heart. I want to push through. And I'm not going to let anybody push me around. I can't do it. If I want to live, if I want to do what I need to do, I have to hear myself and do the best I can. And I'm going to... And it's hard. It's hard, guys, because like I've said in the past, your body does not listen. You wake up every day and you do your best to do your best. And it hurts and it's uncomfortable and you have to take medications that keep your body from jumping and jiving, but then that makes it tired. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to fight, right? But it's not easy. And I think God is very real. And I've been thanking God, been thanking Jesus every day because I have feeling in my body. I can do some things that other people can't. I can make it to the pisser on time. I joke about my family. I told them, I was like, man, I have to go pee. And if that happens, you got to do a code yellow. That's what I call it. So, and I call code yellow and people run for it and they do it. And it's crazy. It's the best. You have to have little languages, things. People have to understand, and they can't if you don't explain what you're having issues with. And it's hard too because it's heartbreaking and it hurts your feelings. But it's your job to fight. It's your job to advocate for yourself. It's your job to be the best version of yourself possible. And it's not easy. I know that. But we'll fight, right? We'll fight the fight. We'll do the best we can. And, on my podcast, I talk about some of the moments I've had. My husband left me about a year ago. And a year plus, actually. It's been a year and... it's been a year and 5 months, maybe. Anyways, things are rounding about, and I am starting to move forward. And it's beautiful, and it sucks, sort of, at the same time. But I love loving things again. And I'm going to do it. And I want you to do it. Fight. Even if you're sick and you don't feel good, you say, Lord God, help me through this because I am doing this. I am going to be healthy. I'm going to be well. And nobody is going to push me down. I want to do the best I can do. And it's hard, like I said, but I'm lucky that I don't have it like some people, but I do have enough struggles. I don't have the badassery like my sister. She can still, walk around, ride bikes, and do cool stuff. And we were diagnosed the same year, which kind of hurts your feelings a little bit. You're like, God, what's the deal? But I realized that she was able to be an amazing parent to her children. It's because she was well. I don't have kids. I have dogs. And I've got a cat that kind of lives in my room half the time, and she's a badass. But I'm encouraging people to do the best they can, but it's not easy, like I said. Push forward. Be better. Say it out loud. And if you have to tell the world to F off, do it. If you have to separate yourself from people, do it. You are the director of your trajectory. You are the master of your own universe. This is your story. No one gets to tell it better than you. And if I can be an encouragement to anybody or if somebody wants to reach out, I am so happy to have conversations. I can't do much, but I can talk my face off. So anyways, I'm going to check out, guys. And I love. I almost drooled a little bit because I'm so excited. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip, kids. Peace out, loves. Bye.